Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's case brings us a co-parenting battle that takes pettiness to new heights. The mother is in court asking the judge to order her children not to call their stepmom mom or mama because apparently that's a big issue. Meanwhile, the judge isn't having it and calls it what it is, micromanaging. Let's dive in and see how toxic co-parenting can take something as simple as a family name and turn it into a courtroom drama.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it was.
That's
was
right. We
doing
got it
that.
figured out. Ms. Butcher, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
All right, we're here in the matter Grable versus Grable, 22-7436-DM. Both parties are present via Zoom. This is the motion filed by the mother for various reliefs, if you will. I've read your motion. I read your responses, sir. There are several requests. First request being made by the plaintiff is that I order the kids not to refer to their new stepmom as either mom or mama. That's in effect what you've asked. So just so I understand, you want me to order the kids not to do that, and then if they do it, you want me to hold them in contempt and maybe fine them or lock the kids up for doing it? Is that what you want, ma'am?
No, I just was requesting this because I feel it blurs the boundaries and I
Well,
feel
I'm saying, you want me to order the kids not to do that?
no, I just wanted it to be ordered for her not to be called that because they
But
are
it's the kids who call her. I can't, it's the kids who say it. So if the kids call her that, what do you want me to do?
I understand, but they are telling the kids to call her that and they're confused by it. So I just feel like it's
Kids
inappropriate.
they have two moms. They have a mom and they have a stepmom right now. And I'm not gonna get into what is appropriate in there. I mean, it's micromanaging. Let the kids be kids. They're only 6, 5, and 2, aren't they?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you're very have much self thought about you're afraid the kids are gonna see her as the mom or something like that. The kids are growing up, they'll know you're the mom. I'm not gonna tell them, as long as they don't call somebody derogatory names, I don't care what they do. Because I'm not gonna hold the kids in contempt for calling her that.
Right. I understand that.
All right, so I'm gonna deny that motion. You got one here that you want to exchange some about the holidays because you got week on, week off. Well, I'm not gonna be modifying an order. You mean you don't want to exchange for Christmas or whatever else is in here according to the holiday schedule? Is that what you're asking for?
Yes, Your Honor. Ryan and I agreed just to keep the schedule the same, just week on, week off, and not go back and forth during the holidays.
Okay, so I guess I don't need to do anything because you guys agree to it. You guys can do whatever, you guys can do whatever you want on holidays. I mean, you need a court order saying what? Eliminate all holidays in the schedule?
No, Your Honor, I do not want that. I want that to reflect because unfortunately, she goes back and forth. So I would like to keep at least that effective, and then we can do our own thing if we choose to.
You guys can always do your own thing if you can agree to it, but other than that, the court order has what is going to happen in there. So if it is violated, if he violates it and doesn't give you the kids on Memorial Day because it's your Memorial Day, but it's his week and holidays always trump regular parenting time for both of you. So we'll keep that in there. If you can work stuff out, you can work stuff out. Third request is child support. Ma'am, you say something because there are no more childcare expenses.
Right. So I didn't know. So now I have a significant amount of childcare expenses, and I didn't add it on the last review. They're now in
But it
daycare.
says right in the last order that each party is responsible for their own childcare. That was it. It's right in the order. That's when it happened. You had week on, week off, and there was all these and each party was just going to be responsible, whether you have a nanny, whether you go to tutor time, whatever you do, that was in the order. Why would I change that?
I guess I was just confused if we added all the expenses that we're giving. I understand that we're providing our own, and then he didn't send in the review, so he was needing to add in the that
There's
he's
no child care expenses in the last review, in there at all. Because both of you, I don't care how much you spend, I don't care how little you spend, I don't care if you use relatives, I don't care. When you've got the children, you provide it. When he's got the children, he provides it. If it costs him nothing, or if it costs him $1,000 a week, I don't care. Because you got 50-50, and you guys can figure out who does the daycare of these kids when you got them. That was just the last order. It says, I can find it.
That was on April 19th. I think May 2nd was entered. I put it in as an exhibit for you, Your Honor.
Well, I'm trying to find it in the file, but the last, looks like the last UCO was like $402. You each have 50-50. No child care expenses from either party were added into it, because the order says each party is just responsible for their own child care. And that's the way it should be. You got 50-50, figure out who pays for whoever what, because there were complaints before about that, and it was just, so, that's denied. Dental care. She has to have information on dental care.
You're right, Your Honor, and I have given that to her because she had it for the original dentistry that we've utilized. My obviously work does not offer a card on the dental program, and she knows that. We've always had to
What
call
do
a
you
number.
offer then? I mean, what happens when you go into a dentist? You just say,
It-
trust me, I got insurance?
No, there's a number that you have to call that they get your number. They don't give us a physical card, and that's what she requested. And I told her we don't have that. I've given her the number that she can call to get the dental number.
You
and
have that number, ma'am?
no, I don't.
All right, then just so we're positive, you can either email it to her or something, so you have a record of it. Does he have your email address?
Yes.
All right, email it to her today. You say she has it, but if she says she doesn't, it's fine.
Yeah,
Email it to her today, so you've got a record of it, sending it to her. You will get that number today. All right, and if it changes or anything to that, you have to let her know immediately. All right? That seems to take care of that one, because she is entitled to that. As far as the cancellation of an appointment and stuff, I don't know what you want me to do about that. It's from February. So I just want to make sure you have the dental insurance information. You don't have dental insurance, is that correct, ma'am?
Right. He provides the dental.
All right, so,
No.
yeah, I mean, if for some reason you became employed and you got insurance and stuff like that, you'd provide the same information to him. We want the kids covered, I mean, as much as we can, all right, through insurance, but you will provide that to her today via email. Is that correct, sir?
yeah, I can do that, Your Honor. I do have one question.
Well, does it pertain to this issue?
Yeah, insurance. Yes, it does. With the last FOC calculation, I did not get credit for providing health insurance and dental insurance. Is that something I'm obligated to do if she has a job that offers that, or I'm just out of curiosity?
I don't know what your order says. I don't know what your order says, and I quite
Okay.
can't go
I'll
back
look-
through it and find everything, read your
That's fine, Your Honor.
judgment of divorce and or child support. We want the, quite frankly, if you have it, do
I
you
do,
have the
yeah.
ability to have insurance for the kids, ma'am?
What did you say, Your Honor? Sorry, I didn't
You
hear.
have employment that has insurance for the kids?
I have employment, yes, but he was supposed to provide the health care and dental for them.
Okay, well, be aware that there's gonna be stuff that isn't covered. all
Right.
And I don't know why you wouldn't also include it, because if you can have secondary insurance, but if it's in the order that he has to provide it, I don't know, I just can't find it. and I've got a lot of hearings today, all right? If you want to bring it up at a later time, fine, then I can do it, but if he's to provide it, he is providing it, just give her the information that is necessary so she can use the insurance, okay?
Yes,
Final
Your Honor.
issue, wants only the parent with the parenting time to attend school activities. Is that about it, ma'am? Is that what you say?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why do you want me to penalize the kids?
Well, I feel whenever it's my parenting time and him and Sarah show up to events, they take off with the kids. Ryan makes rude comments to me. I just feel it's not in the best interest. I'm just
Really want
trying.
to penalize the kids and not have, so that when the kids have another thing, you can't go to it and you can't see them if they're playing, I don't know what they're in, if they're in T-ball or they're in a kids play at the elementary school and he has them, you don't want to even show up for that, is that right?
It's just too complicated. I feel like it's
No,
conflict.
it's not too complicated. This is two freaking adults who got to get along in that respect. Sir, if you are making rude comments or anything there, I will see to it that you won't go to those. All right, this is fair warning. If you are doing the same thing, ma'am, I will make sure that you do not appear. I was a divorced parent. I was able to figure out how I could go. My son played hockey and both parents went to the hockey games all the time. We didn't sit next to each other, but we didn't make comments to each other. The son finished playing hockey. If I had him or if she had him, he went over and talked to the other one, hugged him and this kind of stuff, and went with the other person. Come on. For God's sakes, really? I'm yelling at both of you. I don't even know if either of you is at fault or if both of you are. That's just a penalty to the kids.
Mhm.
The kids want their parents there. I'm going to deny that until I find anything specific. If I find anything specific, you're both fairly warned as to what I'll do. All right? Work for these kids. You got 3 kids and the youngest one's like 2, for gosh sakes. You're going to have them forever. Good luck, everybody. Thank you.
That's one way to complicate co-parenting. Asking the court to police what kids call their stepmom? Ridiculous. At the end of the day, the kids are the ones who get stuck in the middle of these petty battles. What do you think? Should co-parents stop using the courtroom to settle their personal scores? Or is this just their new normal? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gripping courtroom moments. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.